Welcome to the rock and roll palace that is the Hoboken Makerbar. I'm Andrew Bellware,
And I'm Saleem.
and we're here to show you some guitars that we're building. What you got?
Yeah. So this is the same one that I was working on last week. Really haven't done a whole lot more to it other than get all the sides, front, back, and the edge sanded nice and flat.
Yeah, but it's really flat and smooth.
Yes.
And there's a tiny little bug on it. Hello.
Bye-bye. Okay.
Bye.
You know what? He's cool. We're going to name him someday.
Yeah,
Anyway, so yeah, we sanded it nice and flat. The idea being that when we put the finish on, we'll be able to sand the finish nice and flat and then buff it to a really, really high shine. Yeah, that's where I'm at.
It's
Not a whole
mightily
lot there,
it's
yeah.
mightily pretty though.
Yeah.
Now you actually sanded this so far down you had to come back and re-round your edges.
Yeah, so if you look at this, the edges are kind of rounded off. It came rounded. I had to sand so much off to get it perfectly flat that I had actually sanded it past the round over. So I had to go back in with some sandpaper and kind of re-round off all these edges. But I think it's
I would not
good to go.
have noticed if you hadn't told me that you had done that, or even having been told that you did that. That doesn't look any different than the round over that it came with.
Yeah, it's a soft enough wood where just a couple of swipes with the sandpaper knocks the edge off.
Now, here's an interesting fact, because we had talked about the fact that you were sanding down the front of it and that your neck pocket was going to end up being a little bit shallow, but these neck pockets, as far as we know, are actually cut a little bit deep. But that could just be a thing where we're just wrong about them not really being 5/8 inch neck pockets on.
Yeah, all the documentation says that the Telly style guitars, the neck pocket's 5/8 inch. This one's a little bit more than that. I know yours was a little bit more than that.
I think ours turned out to be about the same.
Yeah. So.
I believe so. But here I am. So this is entirely Danish oil, and I don't know what else to do with it. I think we're just going to try to make it shiny at this point, because you can tell that the specular on it is not as high sheen as we might be amused by having a really. It would be nice to have a really glassy finish. I'm also particularly amused by how nice the back of it looks.
Looks great.
Danish oil is really easy. And that's the beginning and the end of the easy part of the finishing of this. But the nice thing about oils over stains for me is that stains, I always have difficulty getting them to be even. And boy, with this, it
just kind of went down.
No
problem. Just rub it on and you're good.
It behaved very, very nicely. So, necks.
Yeah.
Saleem had some exciting times with his neck.
Yeah, so this is actually my second neck. The first one that I got had a little bit of a manufacturing defect in it. Basically, this fourth fret right here. This is the fourth, 1, 2, 3. Yeah, fourth fret was really mashed in there. So it was sitting very, very low.
Low. It was low and it was offset.
It was low and it was kind of offset, and it also actually caused the wood to kind of dent in around the fret. It was to the point where there was no way I'd be able to level it out with the rest of these frets without grinding off pretty much everything. So I contacted the company, sent them some pictures of what the issue was. They got back to me almost immediately, and basically just said, "Yeah, I see what you mean. We'll send you a new neck." And 2 days later, literally 2 days later, the new neck showed up. So this is the new one.
So props to thefretwire.com.
Yeah, the Fretwire really, good company.
So because Saleem was not able to play with his neck, I was able to play with mine though. And so I used the band sander, the oscillating rotating, the oscillating drum.
I don't know what we'd call that.
It's that.
Yeah. Can you see it back there?
Yeah.
I think I'm in the way.
No, it's me.
I don't know if you can see it.
It's right there.
Oscillating belt sander. I think we're just going to call it an oscillating belt sander.
So basically, the shape is just the actual shape of the sander, and I just thought it was sort of amusing to do this.
Yeah. So this is how it comes.
Right. These are essentially identical necks.
Yeah. And that's what it looks like now.
Mine, now I've been putting True Oil on mine.
I will eventually put True Oil on mine, but this is the first day I've been back with the new neck.
But you can tell that it's still
Nice.
but it's tacky
Huh.
because of the weather.
The humidity, yeah.
It takes a while for it to cure when it's like this. But it's a pretty nice neck. I just noticed these nuts are going to need to get.
Yeah, they need to be filed down.
They need to get filed down.
Yeah.
But yeah, so far things are in pretty good condition, pretty good shape here. And then we've got, what else do we have?
You have your one that you just.
So this is Daphne. So I've been working on this for quite a while. And this is just a parts guitar with hands down the cheapest pickups you can buy without a prescription. I got just the cheapest thing off of Amazon. And the action's really high on this. But I've done nothing. I just strung it up. That's an awful lot of gain.
Yeah, that's gonna sound crazy on the recording. It's just gonna be blasting.
Well, it's also the microphone is over there and the guitar amp is over there.
So
and
maybe we'll get lucky and it won't completely drown out everything.
But it's it's a totally working guitar. It's wired correctly, which is mostly because I had nothing to do with the wiring.
All right.
So anyway, this is Daphne, and it's one of the Weird Sisters, and it's going to get all kinds of additional comparison videos in the future. But I'm just happy that it works.
Cool.
All right, we'll see you next time at the Hoboken Maker Bar.